Hello students, this is Anubhav Mathur from the Northern Regional Campus of the Indian Institute of Mass Communication IIMC situated at Jammu, J&K. I am a media professional of more than 18 years of standing and specialize in statistics, research methodology, television studies and new media. I also write and review research papers on a variety of subjects including television, new media and artificial intelligence. In this lecture, we will be looking at the concept of multimedia and interactivity. We will study about basics of multimedia journalism, multimedia newsroom, video editing and ethics related to multimedia and its use in journalism. So, let us begin the chapter. What is multimedia? Multimedia is any combination of different formats like audio, image, text, pictures, videos, graphics and animation that is used to create a program for a visual medium like television, video games, monitors or a website. The word multimedia is made from multi and media, where multi means many and media means the different types of media. Multimedia content is represented digitally with the help of computer, control devices and the integration between different elements take place with the help of specialized software. These software work with the operating systems and facilitate recording, editing, designing and mixing of multimedia component. A PowerPoint presentation made by a student on a topic in physics can have elements of text, audio, graphics and video. The PowerPoint may include link of a YouTube video, podcast, an image or text from a theory. Some other software like Blender, Pencil or Animator can use animation to elaborate on a topic from zoology. A website can also be designed using various components of multimedia. Web pages may contain text, audio, files, short clips, PowerPoint presentations and slideshows of products. It can have a photo gallery and hyperlinks to other content and websites. E-commerce websites use photographs of products and videos to sell their products, while a news website may include different elements as per the editorial policy. These various multimedia elements take space and can be stored separately on a CD, DVD, hard disk or a server. Examples of multimedia which we see in our daily life includes the programs which come in on television, over the top content, video games, online web games, kiosk in public utility places and various apps which we use on our hand phones. Multimedia content is digital in nature and is not analog. Traditional media like radio, television and newspapers were not digital. The recording, editing and distribution process in analog technology is quite different as compared to digital technology. The signal quality of sound and image is also far superior in digital technology as compared to analog. The term multimedia includes not only the software but hardware also. The hardware includes peripherals used for watching, listening and displaying the output. Wide screens, monitors, headphones, speakers are examples of hardware, while software like Photoshop, CorelDRAW, Premiere Pro, 3D Max, Maya, Quark Express, InDesign, Microsoft Word, content management systems, Cubase, Final Cut Pro are examples of software used for creating and editing multimedia content. These days, users prefer to experience multimedia largely on their portable devices like handphones, tablets, laptops and so on. These devices have different screen sizes which must be kept in mind while designing multimedia content. The picture quality depends on the RAM, the processor, the graphic processor, operating system and the camera on which the video was shot. Multimedia content for web has to be compressed and made small in size to support faster transmission and retrieval over the internet. Users with lower bandwidth will certainly find it difficult to experience seamless multimedia flow unless the content is light. Producers have to keep in mind before distributing and creating multimedia content. Multimedia and interactivity. Interactivity in multimedia means that the user can interact with the content and also navigate the content. The user enjoys a certain level of control over the content and can choose the content he prefers to see in a format of his liking. In a web page, one can click on a link to play a video, listen to a podcast, play a video game and talk with a virtual chat assistant. The output on the depends on the input given by the user. Through interactive features, the user gives the input to the system and the system processes each input given by the user and gives a corresponding output. This process of communication with the machine may happen in real time, thereby engaging the user with software or the activity she is pursuing on the machine. Interactivity indicates that the user is actively involved with the content. The level of interactivity and engagement with the machine is dependent on the design of the device, the interest of the user and the features being offered by the software and hardware, that is multimedia platform. An Android phone offers apps and tools which are interactive because of the touch interface which acts as an agency for interactivity. Interactivity also allows the user to create, add, edit, combine and control different formats. The most common example is the educational and instructional material for colleges and school students, which comes on CDs, DVDs and educational websites like Byju's and Udemy. The content offered varies from encyclopedia, travel guides, mathematics puzzles, drawing and coloring to quiz, Sudoku and crosswords. A multimedia system driven through a digital device has 4 basic features. It is computer controlled. The multimedia systems are integrated, which means that systems have the capability to play and run files of different formats from the same tool in real time. Web browsers like Opera, Chrome, Internet Explorer have plugins to run text, audio, video, graphics and animation content from the same window by just one click. The information presented in the multimedia system is digital in nature. Different formats might be different, but they store content digitally in the machine, which it makes quite easy to edit, transfer and combine different files. Multimedia systems offer interactivity through user interface. Many of the devices have touch screens which allow interaction with the content through the machine. Wall panels, smart TVs, smartphones, electronic boards, etc. can be controlled through keyboards, joysticks, selfie sticks and touch panels. This feature of multimedia makes it really popular and convenient to use. Interactive media can also be seen as machine-mediated communication in which the output of any program is dependent on the input given by the user. It can also be understood as ways through which people process and share information. There can be 2 scenarios to understand communication in case of interactive media. In the first case, user interacts with the machine and gets the feedback from the machine. In the second case, there can be interaction of 2 human beings through a machine which offers interactive features. This device can allow people to communicate, play, watch and share a movie in real time. Interactive media offers knowledge generation and information exchange. Technologies like virtual reality, augmented reality are making interactivity more powerful and giving users a holistic experience which is more immersive. Basics of multimedia journalism. The presentation of news story using elements of multimedia is called as multimedia journalism. The story can go on a website, social media, or can be broadcast on television also. This news story can use any combination of elements like text, audio, video, sound, music, graphics and animation. The story produced can be shared through mobile phones, laptops and in the form of multimedia messages. Number and selection of elements for a particular news story is decided by the newsroom, which means that the editorial team decides the right format to present the story to its audience. Multimedia journalism caters to young population who are more tech savvy and prefer to get news updates on the go. News organizations have their own mobile apps which are designed to send latest news to audiences in the form of news clips, text messages and photographs. Generally in multimedia journalism, after getting the footage from the field, the stories are edited, finalized and encoded in different formats so that they can be viewed on a variety of devices. We can say that the pre-production and production process is more or less same for television and web, and in post-production the stories are converted and disseminated in different formats so that they can be uploaded on websites and shared on Twitter, Facebook and WhatsApp. This concept of integration of various formats is called convergence. Convergence not only includes the integration of formats, but also coming together of activities like marketing, sales, promotion, distribution and newsroom functioning. Convergence in newsroom happens because of customized software which are designed to integrate various processes of the newsroom. The workflow of the newsroom is designed in a manner where every team member works on his story independently and chooses the best format to present the story. Central server in the newsroom is the place where all footage, pictures, animation, data, archives, sound bites are stored. Multimedia reporting. The very first thing in multimedia reporting is to decide the best way to tell a story. Idea is to choose the best format for a particular story so that it is understood and appreciated by the audience. The newsroom also keeps the target audience in mind before planning a multimedia driven story. Softwares like MS Excel and Python have made it quite easy to have data driven multimedia stories. Users can interact with the data and can get real time result and analytics from stories and pages which host business, economics, insurance and market research content. The newsroom has to again consider the fact that people use different devices for different processing power and screen sizes to receive the content. After identifying the story and choosing the right format, the team proceeds to capture the footage and the sound bite, actualities, ambient noise, interviews to make the complete package. In case of a news story, the content for the website is often taken from the video shot for the TV news, which is converted to a format suitable for websites. Converted formats are compressed so that it is easy to download and share. The text of a news story is kept minimum as it is quite cumbersome to read long text on small screens. Multimedia reporting often uses quick updates which are short and can be of 30 to 40 words. These updates are given along a small clip or a photograph to convey recent developments. Few points to be kept in mind while reporting for multimedia platform are the amount of text that will go with the story, what all elements will go with the story and what elements will not go, the amount of the space these files will take and the technique used for compression. The story has to focus on one point or perspective and the text can be used as the background to fill the gaps. Generally, news websites and other websites like e-commerce and B2C often give same information in different formats so that user can choose his preferred format and get information. Multimedia news website and gaming. A news website can have more of videos and photographs but less of text. Website can use picture gallery, short clips, slideshows, interactive features like maps, charts and graphs to highlight certain components of a news story. To be popular, a website should have good content and appealing design. The look and feel of the website is a major factor which decides its revenue and page views. Some of the popular websites which use multimedia components are nytimes.com, timesofindia.com, washingtonpost.com and bbc.com. A multimedia driven website is expensive to create and maintain. News websites need a team of designers, programmers, reporters and other people to provide relevant content and maintain it. Games website needs designers and programmers to build and maintain the online games. They also need server space to host the content. Games website need an active internet connection to allow exchange of content and make it interactive. Generally, the stories for the web and social media have low word count and use more of visuals and photograph. In a website, the various elements are connected with the help of hyperlinks, which offer a non-linear way of traversal. News websites can use Java server pages, active server pages, PHP, Python to make dynamic pages for certain sections of the website. Business and Sensex, sports, elections pages can use script which updates the data automatically to give recent information to its readers. Apart from dynamic pages, a website can also have static pages, which means that the administrator updates the pages as and when required. Quite a few companies sell computer games through DVD, CDs and often allow games to be downloaded from their websites. These games also use sound effects and video effects along with animation which can be two-dimensional or three-dimensional. The three-dimensional content gives illusion that the user is in the thick of action and it is actually moving in that space and environment as being shown in the computer game. Importance of audio, video and photograph in the newsroom. Audio, video, sound, text and graphics can be captured on a variety of devices which are digital. Different devices capture in different formats and these formats may not be compatible with each other. The video recorded from Panasonic camera may not play on a Windows machine, a Macintosh or an Android phone. There can be compatibility issues as content has been recorded from different devices manufactured by different companies. These different formats have to be integrated from one package to a program. Once recording is done, these formats are converted during post-production so that they can be easily distributed to TV channels, websites and social media platforms. Images and sound quality depends on the medium. For example, a smart TV and HD TV might have very high quality of picture and sound, whereas an analog TV set may not have high picture and sound quality. The same goes for a website and content for smartphones. The content for smartphones have to be light and should take minimum space in the phone. In case of news, the focus is more on the news story rather than the quality of the video and the sound. But for a documentary, film, video game or a computer game, the emphasis is more on the quality of the animation, the picture quality and the sound including the effects. Without this, the user will not have a complete experience and may not enjoy documentary or playing the video game. MPEG-4, JPEG, MP3, MP4, TIFF, GIF, AVID, WAV are some of the popular formats which are used for images, sound and video files. Newsroom technical staff has to ensure that the equipment are in good condition and they have the requisite software to handle these files while making multimedia stories for the web, social media and other platforms. Video editing. In multimedia content creation, there are three broad stages. The first stage is pre-production, where planning and budget is finalized. A time estimate is made, graphic, template and navigation system is created for the project. A prototype is prepared to help in creating the final product. The production process starts after pre-production, in which software are used to create the program. The program follows a certain approved script and animation is done to create the story. Popular software include Pencil, Blender, Maya and Adobe Animator. Video pre-production involves recce of the location, checking the equipment, selecting cast and crew, finalizing location and stay arrangements. In the production process, the video is shot and the sound is recorded. In the third stage, post-production happens, where testing of the multimedia content is done and is delivered to the client. In case of video, editing happens where the video clips are arranged in a sequence as per the script. Flaws in the audio and video content are corrected and sound and video effects are added to finalize the content. The process of editing is non-linear editing. Content has to be in digital form for non-linear editing to take place. Non-linear editing is random access, non-destructive and hard disk based editing. Any part of the clip or the sequence can be accessed by the editor to do offline editing. Offline editing is like a rough cut to generate an edit decision list. Edit decision list is like a log sheet which contains selected shots, their durations, cuts, dissolves, fades and other transition effects. After offline editing is done, the online editing is done, which is the final cut of the program, and after this the program is ready for distribution and broadcast. Thus, post-production involves creating final program from the footage and the audio. It also involves adding text, effects, images, titles, credit and subtitles in the program. Some of the popular editing and mixing tools for audio files are Cubase, SoundForge, Adobe Audition and Pro Tools. For video, we have Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro, to name a few. Specially configured computer systems to facilitate these jobs like multi-track recording, editing and mixing of audio files are called digital audio workstations. Two important concepts used in non-linear editing are essence media and metadata. Essence media is the actual media content like text, audio, video, graphics used to produce a program. Metadata means data about data, that is associated with essence data. Metadata includes edit decision list, audio levels, library storage information and the format of the file, the bit rate, compression technique, color adjustments and the location where the audio and video was recorded. Use of multimedia. Multimedia is used in almost every industry, right from hospitality, aviation, science and technology, medicine, architecture, education, journalism, banking and investment. Various educational institutions use PowerPoint, slideshows, animation, films, videos, simulation and modeling to teach different subjects to the students. By using these teaching methods, students are able to visualize and learn much faster as compared to the traditional methods of teaching. Programming languages like R, Python, SAS use graphics for data visualization and allow these images, charts, graphs to be integrated with the text accompanying the multimedia content. As far as mass media is concerned, whatever we see and hear on TV, OTT, web newspapers and magazines, portals, blogs, video blogs is all multimedia. So, multimedia is also used in gaming industry, fine arts, digital arts, where digital paintings, matte paintings and vector illustrations are created with the help of software and applications. It is also used in interior design, fashion, biology, zoology, weather forecasting and other disciplines. Now, let us look at the legal and ethical issues. Multimedia content designed for the web, television and other digital devices should adhere to the standards of ethics, decency and morality. A news website should follow the guidelines prescribed for a journalist as well. While OTT content provider, video sharing platform, gaming company should follow the laws laid down by the government and regulating bodies. Some of the ethical issues involved with multimedia content are as follows. Original content. In case of a multimedia news story, one has to be sure that the content is real and actual and not created. This means that the footage of the news story should be credible enough to be uploaded on the website. The metadata of the audio and video can indicate a lot about the content and it being original. Fact checking. The race for breaking news leads to quick dispersal of multimedia stories from the newsroom. These stories and facts have to be cross-verified, otherwise it may lead to fake news and might affect the reputation of the newspaper and the news website. The photographs, images, data-driven stories, video clips and sound should not be manipulated and should follow the journalistic standards and guidelines. Editing software have made it quite easy to manipulate the files by changing the faces, background, context of pictures and news videos. Citizen journalism. Stories submitted by citizen journalists have to be again cross-verified for facts and opinion. This is important because fake news stories in the form of photographs, video clips, mobile news or short updates on Twitter and Facebook are easy to spread and can become viral in a matter of few seconds. Message sharing apps like Telegram, WhatsApp, Signal have made it quite easy to share the content. In many cases, this content comes from people who enjoy high trust in their social networks. Now, let us quickly summarize the chapter what all we have learned so far. Multimedia technology is changing society in a big way. People are learning new things in a way they have never imagined. All professions use multimedia in some way or the other to increase efficiency and output. Almost every device in the household and office offers interactive features. The extent of interactivity and agency differs from system to system. Generally, all multimedia systems are digital and the content can be converged in a manner where the output of one system can be viewed and understood by other digital devices. Different devices produce content in various formats which can be combined to create new stories and content for the web and social media. The content creators have to adhere to the ethical standards and practices of content production. As bandwidth and portable devices become cheaper, multimedia content will be shared more and more and will be used by audiences from diverse backgrounds. With this, we come to the end of this lecture. I hope you have all learned something new about multimedia journalism and use of multimedia in newsroom. I welcome your suggestions and feedback. I wish you all the very best for your academic endeavors. Thank you.